Alrighty, so hello everybody. Welcome back to another interview on Neighbourhood Radio. Today we are here with my co-host Rick is Ugly, and we're interviewing miniskirt slash Healings, who is a electronic slash hardstyle alternative producer from Nam slash Melbourne. How are you going today?
I'm chilling. I kind of woke up feeling a bit icky, but I went and got myself
Yeah.
some food. So yeah, today's
Mm-hmm.
my day off. I'm pretty happy to be here. Very happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I woke up pretty in a bad state this morning too. I got violently high last night, um,
Oh
for the
wow.
first
Violently.
time in about 2 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh,
that doesn't
so
sound like something that Zeke would be doing.
yeah, it was not ideal, but anyway, we're here, we're chilling. So yeah, what do you usually do on your days off?
Um, I kind of just do nothing. Like I don't really. I'll hang out with my girlfriend, or right now I'm playing Baldur's Gate, doing some
Yeah,
crazy Oathbreaker Paladin stuff right now.
fuck
Uh,
yeah. Baldur's
yeah,
Gate
or
like
just like.
finally came out on Xbox, so I'm like really keen to really
Have
keen
you
to get
have you
that
played
in.
like any sort of like D&D game? Because I haven't. Well, I
No,
haven't
I have
before.
not. I have not. No.
Is insane. It's so
Yeah.
confusing for at least 40 hours, and then you're like, oh,
Yeah.
so that's what
40
the
hours?
dice. Oh, I don't know. It like I think I'm just a slow learner because I'm like trying to figure out like what does like why is no one dying
No,
like when I hit
it's
numbers.
no, it seems like
Yeah.
a game that's so big. Like if you played 40 hours, that's probably like barely enough
Yeah,
to understand.
I
Yeah.
everyone's talking about like Act Two, Act Three. I'm like I don't even have I finished Act One yet? Like what is? How do you guys know? Does it actually tell you like explicitly Act Two? I'm so
Yeah.
confused. Ugh.
No, it looks awesome. I'm really keen to get into it. I've like never really played like many turn-based games overall, except for like Pokemon, um,
Hmm.
which I imagine is pretty different. um,
I didn't know it
What
was
is
turn based, to be honest
but
with you.
yeah, no, I was shocked too. I was like sort of expecting it to be more like an Elder Scrolls like type
Right.
sort of RPG, like first person kind of
No,
thing.
I was thinking, yeah, I was thinking like Dragon Age or some shit.
Oh yeah, yeah, true, yeah. So you're just playing Baldur's Gate at the moment, or like any other games?
Oh, jeez, I'm gonna sound like such a loser. But a bit of League as well. I mean, I don't
Oh,
really like. I
Yeah.
just,
League.
I'm on uni break and stuff, and I just been working. So
Hmm.
when I'm not working, I'm like, well, I have like a license to be pretty useless, um,
Yeah.
especially on
What
League.
do you
Bro.
what are you studying at uni?
Uh, studying law. I'm so
Oh
burnt out, and I've got like 1 year
shit.
left. I actually got to call about my units because I don't know what I'm doing now. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Damn.
I was a lot
I like
happier
almost
before
switched.
that.
I'm almost switched into law. I didn't, but thought
What
about it.
stopped you?
Um, I don't know, to be honest. I actually couldn't really answer that. But I'm studying business and I did a business law unit. And I'm like,
Mhm.
man, like that was fucking dope. Really enjoyed it. And then was thinking about changing, but yeah, just didn't.
Yeah, contract
Uh,
stuff like that, corporate law.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah.
it is fun.
Yeah.
It's just tiring. Like, there's so much
So
reading.
you'll graduate this time next year then,
Uh, I think I have to do.
theoretically.
Oh, I actually have no idea because I did the wrong units and no one told me. So I'm overloading
Uh,
my credits. So I guess I have to
that's
do like
shit.
the holiday period as
Hmm.
like maybe a
Yep.
legal internship or something, and
Hmm.
then I should be done like
Yeah.
yeah around this time
Yeah.
January next year maybe.
Hell yeah.
Fuck
I have
yeah.
no idea.
Yeah. So like I've heard law schools like or law degrees are pretty intensive. Like how do you sort of fit in like music and stuff like around
Oh, man, I don't even know. I guess
that?
like I'm at the point now where it's like, oh, I'm doing some random like law elective that I don't really want to like practice and
Hmm.
um in real life. I'm probably just gonna work for the assignments and just not care as much. And
Yep.
just get somewhat of a decent grade. But with music, I mean, I'm so
Hmm.
fast at producing now because I'm not really doing anything crazy. Where it's like I can just sit
Yep.
down for like sat down for an hour last night and just like made
Mm.
something, and
Yeah.
then yeah, it's not too time intensive, honestly. I mean, law
Mm.
is, but on
Yeah.
holidays, kind of whatever.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. And so this song that you were working on yesterday, is that part of like an upcoming album or anything, or just a
Someone actually hit up
random
Healing and I
track?
was like, I don't know anything about music. Here's like 6 notes of a piano. Can you please produce something like this? I'm like, yeah, okay, give it a go.
Really?
I was just doing that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun.
Damn,
Cool
that's
working with
wild.
someone that doesn't, yeah, doesn't know um,
Yeah.
like anything about production. It's kind of like, well, can you bring this to life? I'm like, yeah, man, I don't know anything about like production either. Of course I can. Let's do it.
Yeah, I
It's
feel that.
so
Yeah.
so many
No.
people say that, but you're cooking like crazy stuff like all by yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
gotta know a little bit.
I don't know. I just compare myself to like other like artists and producers now. I'm just listening to their stuff. I'm like, damn, that would take me hours. So maybe I've just like cracked the formula and I can just like whip open
Mm.
Ableton and just cook up really quickly. I'm like
Yeah.
making metering. Other people are doing like A5 Wagyu every now and then.
No, I don't know. I think you're underselling stuff a little bit. Like you got some pretty good stuff that I listen to, and I'm like, damn, like how did you do that? Like that's cool as fuck, especially like with your vocals.
Yeah,
Um,
I appreciate that. It's
yeah,
always hard to you can't not undersell yourself.
Mm.
I'd feel a bit
Yeah.
guilty if I you know
Uh-huh.
gas myself up like non-stop.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
good luck for that.
how long have you been producing?
I started when I was 18 doing like
Yeah.
really bad sort of like alt electronic stuff, and now I'm
hmm
23, so um
Yeah.
like 5-ish years, bit longer now I
Okay.
think.
Yeah. And always like is where you're at now a just a general like a natural progression from where you started, or if you taken like any hard left turns or in any at any point or
Uh, my goal starting off, like when I first started making music, I didn't really have anything in mind. I'd like when I was younger, I'd just
Mm.
like sit in the car and like Bruno Mars or some shit would be playing on the radio,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
pretending I was Bruno Mars in front of a stage. Like hell yeah, man. And so I'm like, I just make music and just see what happens. But now,
Yeah.
honestly, like I've kind of slowed down so much with music, at least miniskirt, that
Mm.
I guess the biggest left turn is just like not really caring as much. Like I
Mm.
don't know, it's hard to stay excited about and consistent with music when you've just been doing it for so long. And when I don't
Yeah.
really have any like big goals in mind, I just make music because like I sort of
Yeah.
have to. Like I don't journal or
Mm.
anything. Um,
Yeah.
so
So it's just
I
like
guess it's more of an
your
outlet.
emotional
Yeah.
outlet. Yeah.
I have like a lot of secret. I got one other secret project that no one knows about where I just drop the most depressing shit, which
Damn.
I will share in confidence, but not here because if people find it, it'd be funny. On their own accord.
Okay. Yeah, that's really interesting. I mean,
So
I definitely have music that I think it would be embarrassing for people to hear, but I just put that on private. I don't
Hmm.
think any of it's like out there for people to hear.
you said you found maybe you've like found a formula when you make the music, but does it still feel like creatively satisfying when you sit down to do it, or is it really only that catharsis that you seek?
Um, I definitely have like a formula or a style in terms of production. Like the way I start a beat or a song, whatever, is like the same sort of shit. Like I don't think I've ever made a song that I've released where I'm like, okay, let's start with the fucking snares first, like, But I think it's still like a creative sort of endeavor in terms of vocal production and writing lyrics and stuff. Because I think that's where it like really shifted from just like, oh yeah, making music and hopefully it sounds good to like saying something that sort of means a bit more to me. Like all of my lyrics and
Mm,
stuff are sort of like fragments of what's hidden in my life.
mm,
For the most part, sometimes it's just funny. Like I got that Top
yeah.
Dog song, which just is so stupid. Uh,
hmm
but yeah, I don't know, it's a bit of
Yeah.
both. Like
Mm,
yeah, I've got like my own way of doing things, and also it's still fun to I
yeah.
want to make something that I really really wanted to
Yeah.
sort of make in terms of
Yeah.
lyrics. Feels a lot better than just producing for fun.
Now, I just noticed like we've just had a few more people join in since we started. Do you mind if I put on one of your songs so the audience can hear something
Oh,
from you?
okay.
What do you want me to? Do you have any particular one, or do you mind if I choose?
You know what? You get the pick, cause
Okay.
yeah.
Okie dokie. So I'm gonna play one. I'm gonna play Cut Deep because that's a banger.
Oh hell yeah. This let you play Spotify. I thought it like blocked it after like 5 seconds or something on stream.
No, if you go through web player, it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so this is Cut Deep by Healings. There we go. So that was Cut Deep. So the question I have is, you one thing I've noticed, you have in my opinion, a fairly distinctive vocal style. What's your process, your plugins and all that sort of stuff that you use?
You know what? I can actually run you through it if you want.
Yes, sounds good. We get a secret inside look. Neighbourhood Radio.
Exclusive.
I actually have to. Yeah, this is an exclusive right here. I'm gonna dumb it down a bit, but I've just got compression. It's mostly just waves. I bought the waves bundle legally. Yep.
Okay.
I was like, okay.
I regret not buying that high key.
I had a guest key for a while, but I guess it's just disappeared.
Yeah. It was on 80% off or something super recently, and I really regret not buying it. Anyway, you live and learn.
So we have compression. Hang on, I'm just trying to fix my keyboard. All right. We've got a bit of a high pass. Another one. Yeah, a lot of EQing, a lot of OTT, multi-band stuff.
Yep.
Doubler 2 is the source. I put this on fucking almost every vocal. I definitely shouldn't, because it's definitely doing some fucky phase inversion stuff. And then like this free plugin called Denoiser, which cuts out some of the like PC fan hum and stuff in my.
Yeah, I need that. Is that a free plugin?
Yeah, it's called Tal. Wait, no, it's not. What is this called? Birdum Denoiser apparently. And I can upload
Okay.
it as well.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down because that is like the biggest. That is my biggest issue. Is I don't have a good recording space, so I always end
I
up with
think
that in my vocals.
the most important thing is soundproofing your room.
Yeah.
My friend Zaya showed me like this crazy ass fucking document where it's like a sort of the idealistic like treated room in terms of like his space, and it was like 3 pages long, just full of maths and shit.
Yeah.
So there's a lot you can do to like sort of combat just random stuff in your like the acoustics in your room. But yeah. Next up is just obviously mixing and getting like the right positioning of your mic and stuff, and, what works with your voice. But if I play this raw, okay, what layer are we on? I turn off their plugins.
So attached. Fuck you, bitch. Got these people running laps. I said what? A jail motherfucking tacky. What? It's not my fault. I caught him like. But I don't care. Stay attached and I'll never hit you back. Such a fate. I can see her through the cracks. Drop the weight. Don't spin all these bands. All this hate. What the fuck?
And then also it's like how things fit in with the mix, because it's very easy to get vocals sounding good on their own, and then suddenly you've got like 20 layers of like other instruments.
Yeah, instrumental.
Fighting for it. Do you work in Ableton as well?
I use FL Studio.
FL. FL has some good stock plugins that Ableton doesn't have. I find mixing easier in Ableton because it's like Minecraft. Like everything just sort of stacks, and you don't have like a weird like virtual like you got like wires and shit. You got like old analog like mixes and shit. So weird, but yeah, I mean, but yeah, a lot of compression and OTTs and stuff. That's the move.
Yeah,
that's basically
and a few melodies. Like, what sort of plugins do you tend to use? Just like
okay, let's
typical
go
ones.
through. We got Contact here on this song. It's actually all Contact. And then Serum as well. I like Massive X, but I don't know what I did, but I upgraded to Ableton 11 and it just does not work, so...
that sucks.
Yeah, this is just very simple. In it, like sort of almost sawtoothy square wave. And just layering as well. I mean, a lot of my my VSTs and stuff are just like... using
And do you do your own sound design, or...?
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
On like basses and shit, it's just whatever. Like what's going on here. I feel like I just like doing stuff that's simple and then just having fun with it, rather than sitting 2 hours trying to make a crazy pad. Like I just don't get it. It's just not fun. Some people are cracked at sound design. Like Laces, for example, is just such a genius. And then I just watched that. I'm like, I'm not having Serum open for more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, I feel that.
Can't make me.
Yeah.
But I think sound design is the next step in music. When you have like full control over your sounds and you can like.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think that's like the like Flume. I think that's the big differentiator between Flume and a lot of his contemporaries, is that he's just cracked at sound design, and just has a lot of unique shit going on.
Yeah. I mean, it is just the next level. I will quickly just click on these, and then someone wants to copy them. Go ahead. Just like this. I don't know if it's showing the actual EQ.
Yeah, no, we can. Yeah, we can see that. Yeah.
There you go. There's C4. There's Vitamin. There's Doubler. There's another a de-esser and a denoiser. I heard that you're not supposed to use a de-esser. You're just meant to move your mic differently.
I've never.
There's no way.
I don't have a digital de-esser, but I have one in like my actual interface. That's just.
I'm gonna be real. I don't use a de-esser. I just, if something happens like that, I just get them to re-record and tell them not to emphasize the S's as much.
Yeah, true. I think it's like sound training room. Like just fucking be a bit more careful with the take.
Yeah, like I had a song recently where the P sounds like were really coming through, so I just got them to re-record it instead of trying to fix it in post.
Yeah, true.
No, the biggest
kinda ease your
tech
work.
I was ever told early on was, hey, just put the mic just tiny bit off axis.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I do. Like tilt it down.
Very embarrassingly, I didn't realize until last year that my mic had a front and a back.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
And,
I've seen I've seen that stuff.
my vocal quality, like I was always wondering, like, why does my stuff like always sound shit like half the time? And then I realized it was because some of the time I was recording into the back of the microphone.
Yeah, what mic do you have?
I have an Audio Technica. It's a condenser mic.
So the 2020?
I don't know. I bought it when I was like 15.
No, I've seen streamers like realize that live with their mic. They turn that shit like, wait, it sounds so much better.
Yeah, Sham, I think it is a 2020. That sounds very familiar. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, literally when I was like 15, I just bought it because I don't know, just wanted to record music. But,
It is a good mic.
and
It's the Focusrite of mics.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm pretty happy with it. Like, I've been told on multiple occasions that my recordings sound professional, so it gets the job done. But yeah, anyway.
You don't need
what
a
mic do you?
$2,000 setup.
Sorry.
You don't need like a $2,000
Yeah.
setup to make good
No,
music.
100%. Yeah. What mic do you use?
At the moment, I have a what is this? NT1A, like the Rode NT1A. I had this before, then I swapped it at an AT2020, then I moved back to this. But this is like the actual, like the XLR input at the bottom is like just sort of moving around freely. So I have to be careful with it. If I shake it, I start hearing weird noises.
Okay, that happens to me all the time. Like, I'll just slightly hit the bass, and the entire connection will just get loose, and I have to fuck with it.
It's so weird.
Yeah, you'd think it'd be more
it's like you
secure.
move a mic, right? Yeah, like what? How is this happening? I'm not fucking pulling out a screwdriver to fix this. It's not happening. But yeah, it's on its last legs. Yeah, see, it's just a mic thing, I guess. Just XLR cables fuck it after a while.
Rough. Yeah, I think. You know, I was actually like shocked though. Like, obviously, it's like important to have like good mic and setup and stuff. But like, one of my favorite albums of all time was recorded on a Galaxy S5, vocally.
What? Who?
Like, it's this guy called Paranol. He makes like shoegaze. And I guess because of the nature of that genre, you can vary your vocals and stuff, and it's like you don't need as good of a mic, but it sort of blew my mind still.
Yeah, I mean, you have like Teen Suicide, American Pleasure Club, Salvia Pal, and like all those other artists with like Hysterla, where you can just like fucking be in your cupboard and just make a hit. So there's no limitations.
We've got Marceline in the chat saying show some unreleased. Are we gonna see some unreleased?
Alright. I just opened the wrong Ableton. Give me a second. Oh, what do I have that I'm releasing? I have.
Also, sorry, Marceline, we couldn't catch up in Melbourne. I ended up running out of time, but I will be back in January, so we can probably catch up then, and I'll be here for longer and on a weekend. So.
Yeah, I'm sad I couldn't see you either.
Yeah. Definitely. Really, I just ran out of time because I was here for a concert, and so because of that, I didn't really book pretty much flew in and flew out like very quickly. But yeah.
I was gonna release an EP, like all that hardstyle stuff on miniskirt. I was gonna release an EP for, but I don't know, just something about like scheduling releases now I just hate, which is why I just moved to Helix because I don't have to think about it. And if something pops off, it just pops off.
Fair enough.
I got like that Just Dance song. It's just
that's a banger.
way too many streams.
I was so surprised with that one.
When are we gonna see the Healing / Miniskirt and Marceline collab? When's that coming out?
We've made music. I think, hopefully soon. I've got some. Remember, she played something at a show. And I was like, I feel so stupid saying this, but like halfway through, I'm like, damn, this production goes kind of crazy. And then I realized I produced that song. I like completely forgot. I'm like, oh wow, there's no way I just said that. Like,
Yeah,
damn.
I've tried so hard to get my sister on a song, but she won't. I've like made beats for her and everything, and she just won't.
Yeah, it's like that
So
sometimes. Like you're ready and then
yeah.
just fucking twirling your
Yeah.
thumbs around. But no, she's got a good
Uh-huh.
voice, man. So it's fun.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Oh god, this one's weird. This is so fucking.
Okay, we like weird
insane.
on Neighbourhood Radio. So
There's a part in the middle where some friends and I like in some abandoned house, and there was this crazy like fucked up drawing like mural thingy just sort of on the rubble on the floor.
Yeah.
There's like pseudo crack den, and there's just like the audio of us like walking in and stuff. It's sort of weird.
damn, that's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Samantha, Miniskirts made music with Black Winter Wells.
Oh yeah. Fuck. I love Black Wind Wells. It's so cracked.
They have songs out on streaming on the Hate Me EP. This is low key. I really like this one.
Yeah, it gets a bit fucky, but alright. Bye, Natalia. Have fun at work.
Bye bye. I love the visuals.
Yeah, Winamp is
this just in-
so goated.
Yeah, it's just like a cooler version of the Xbox 360 music stuff.
Holy shit! What the? This is fucking ridiculous. You gotta get this. You gotta get this to out to DJs, man.
I know.
Yeah, imagine this being remixed to hell, man. Oh.
Like, if I was out at like, I don't know, just out clubbing, and this came on, like Miscellanea, this would go off. Yeah, that's fucking hard. I need that.
Probably release that eventually.
And we also apparently what the one with Cocaine Jesus.
Oh, okay. Let me find that actually. Where is it? I think it's there are like two, but I love Cocaine Jesus. He was like the reason why I kind of got into music alongside my friend.
Cool.
But,
Fuck yeah.
yeah, he sent. I sent him. Where is it? Maybe.
Yo, you use the SoundCloud built-in mastering. Let's go.
Yeah, it's a bit hit and miss, man.
Wait, how can
Yeah.
you just tell that off bat?
Because you can see it says this track's been mastered.
Wait, what? I didn't even click that.
Wait, is that what that says? Is that?
Monetizing.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, I was like, what? Sorry.
I love this.
Makes me think of Charlie's Pandemic album.
Alright, I'll keep it there because it's not finished yet.
Okay. Nice. Well, there we go. Neighborhood Radio exclusive, unreleased /healing music. So my question I had is, how did you end up working with Dane? Like,
Dan and I used to date years ago, and then we stayed friends.
Oh, yeah.
And we work well together. So yeah, it was just
Cool.
it was
So
fun
you sort of knew them before.
yeah.
What?
I knew them when they like first like started taking like music a lot more seriously and stuff when they were still planning their first project.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, it's always fun to make music with Dan.
Yeah, cool. Do you guys have any more collabs in the
Since
pipeline
Buyback,
or?
nothing finished. Buyback was like the
Okay.
last thing I did.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there's definitely like a few unreleased Dane songs that I've started.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, we really want to get Dane on the show, but they seem really busy. So
Yeah, they just had a
definitely
show
one
on
of my
Friday or something, like a little party thingy.
yeah, nice. Yeah, they definitely one of my favorite like sort of big artists in Australia right now for sure. But yeah, that's really cool. Really, really dope to see someone like in a more niche scene in Australia get to that like level, I guess.
No, I love the music, like especially the like older sort of flagship stuff. It's just so sick, and the one with Ollie Sykes as well. Just so crazy.
Yeah, yeah, that one's a banger. I was like so shocked when I saw that one. I was like, damn, like it's crazy collab. But yeah, what music in 2023 have you enjoyed the most?
Honestly, it's been like sort of ambient stuff. Like
Hmm.
there's this guy from Glasgow called 500 that I'm really into. Just going through my playlist, we have Headache. There's this band or like this artist called Headache that does like spoken word, like sort of jungly break music stuff. It's so crazy. A lot
Interesting.
of just Love Fear as well. Cult Member is so cracked. And then just like random stuff like Title 5, Pine Grove. Oh, my voice
Oh,
just cracked
fucking
on
love
stream? No! Yawning Portal.
We can cut it
fucking
out.
love
Don't
Title
worry.
Fight, man.
Nah, keep it. Let them know.
Title Fight is so fucking good.
Yeah. I gotta be in a mood though. I can't just wake up and put on Title Fight. I don't think it's healthy.
Fair enough.
But yeah, just a lot of like ambient.
Yep.
Oliver Francis as well. I used to listen to Oliver Francis years ago. The new shit's really fun. That's
Yeah.
kind of it. Yeah, just a lot of like ambient.
What about like within Australia, like sort of in the underground scene, like who are some of your favorite artists?
Laces, Noom, Love Fear, Sus. Harvest is a big one. I love everything about Harvest. And just like some smaller artists like Ari, which is like one of my best friends that is doing like a lot of blender work alongside his music. And yeah, Darcy Bayless, of course, just off the top of my head. Just like whatever sort of comes up on my story, I'll just have a listen.
Yeah, no, I didn't like. It was like such a fucking sick scene like in Melbourne, and I did not realize like until I went to the concert with my friend where I saw Marceline perform and like met you like for the first time. Until then, I had no idea that there was music like that sort of even being made in Australia.
Yeah. Nina Geraci as well. But yeah, a lot of stuff
Oh,
is bubbling in Melbourne.
fucking love Nina Geraci, man.
Yeah.
She's another artist I'd like love to interview.
I think when you open Ableton, it's like her demo song or something crazy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, I saw her like back in 2020 in Tassie. And yeah, her music, yeah, is so fucking good. Definitely like probably one of my main inspirations in the Australian scene.
Yeah, she's just so cracked and so nice as well. Just every time I talk to her, she's so happy to talk to people.
See you, Sham. Have a good one. But yeah, so yeah. So when you like did Danecore, did you work with Nina on that, or did you just sort of do it separately and then sort of combine your combine sort of what you guys had?
It was kind of like I like made the whole song and then we just shipped it out to Nina and she made it better.
Okay.
But it would have been cool to work like side by side. But I don't really like working in like a studio setting
with
and producing and stuff.
with
I
people.
just don't
Yeah,
like
okay.
it because I feel like everyone's at different sort of pace and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just
No, I definitely feel that.
like I'm not really particular with how I make music, but when there's an expectation to like, okay, well, we're paying like I don't know how much per hour to be here, when like all I really need is just to fucking sit down on my computer and just like open not a pirated copy of Ableton, just to make shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I totally feel that. I definitely had some arguments with people in the past because of over the shoulder producing and stuff and
Yeah, it's just not that fun. I don't know. It's
yeah.
cool to be around people, but I feel like it's like the equivalent of I don't know, like writing a book or something with like 4 other people. I just can't
Yeah.
do it. But
No,
everyone's different, of course.
I much prefer working with singers who don't have any production knowledge than I do with singers who do. Because singers who don't have production knowledge are always just like, yeah, like I'll leave it to you, like you just do your thing. Whereas singers who know how to produce always like interjecting and telling you what to do, and yeah, definitely feel you.
But maybe that'll change one
but
day.
yeah.
I don't know. But right now, I don't think so.
Yeah. And I know, like, for example, like Clams Casino, someone asked him once, if he would ever produce for Kanye, and he said no, because, he doesn't want to be in a room with, like, other people producing.
Yeah, see, he gets it.
Yeah. Yeah. Rick, did you have any questions or anything you wanted to ask?
The thing, my thing is, what I'm thinking I need to work on is I'll have something will pop up in the middle of conversation, but then things will overlap and it'll get off of that topic, and it'll slip my mind.
Yeah.
I'm the same.
Oh, what inspired you to start producing?
I don't know. I just like I always felt like maybe I could do something with music. Like coming from no sort of formal music background or anything. I want to see like where I could take it. And like you kind of reach a point where like you just like if you're really into music and like artists that sort of make a difference on you, you kind of have to at least give it a go. So I'm like listening to Kirk and Jesus and like 93 Feet of Smoke, and My Friend, and it's like this is like a whole other world of life. Like you can actually like make sounds and like have something you're proud of. And I don't really have any other creative endeavors. Like my girlfriend's like really good at like art and drawing and writing and stuff. And I'm like into music, and some other people that just like make shit and weld and whatnot. So I was trying to find something that I could do and not get sick of. Because if you put like a pen and paper in front of me, like I immediately just want to fucking just drop everything and not get involved with that. And I think everyone needs to do something creative, otherwise. Really
I agree. I think the thing with that is I think some people are creative and don't even realize it sometimes though.
Yeah.
Because some people think it has to be like a specific medium, like music or art. But like as long as it's something where you have to use your own intuition and your own opinion for how you lay it out, that's creative to me. But yeah, but with production, that's so you say you don't like writing, but so do you only write to the music that you've produced, or?
Yeah, basically. I think I've had a few instances where I've been like either I've just woken up from a dream or something, like God has visited me in my dreams, or I'm just like, going for a walk or something, and like a line or something for like a song would sort of come in my head, and I'd maybe write it down. But I don't think I've ever really done much with that. I've got like a notes document with just random stupid one-liners that I've like used on songs. Like, really, really stupid, like on the nose. Just like bars. See if I can find one. Where is it? It's so stupid. Yeah, here we go. I'm a caveman. This the club life. I think I used that in one of my old songs.
No, I like that. Caveman? No, that's hard. Calling yourself a caveman for some club shit. I like that.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure I swear I've used this in a song and I've got like feel this, like Simon Cowell, the way I hate these cunts. And then this weed sticky like a wet dream. Just really stupid shit. That's as far as I've
Yeah.
taken like stuff I've written before I've even touched Ableton.
So
Just really one-liners.
so you like seen about some pretty like heavy things. So do you still like feel like you're properly like express yourself when you sing, or do you mostly get that when you just produce?
Oh, fuck, that's a good question. It's a bit of both. Like, I think the scene here is pretty open to like a lot of different music and how people want to, say things in songs. But at the same time, if I didn't have like music in general, I don't know what I guess I'd just be sitting down with a psychologist or something. But that's not to say like music's just some, like strange, like mental catharsis where like it's just an outlet. Like it's also just fun. But yeah, I mean when you sort of sit down and make music or create anything, you have like sort of time just to be a bit more aware of like how you're feeling and stuff and things that are going on in your life and how you can like I don't know what the word is. But yeah, I don't know. Like with music, it's just like I just sort of use it as a tool to figure out how I'm feeling and stuff when these things aren't really like tangible or they're sort of liminal and sort of like something you're aware of or something that's affecting you without much awareness. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a hard question to answer, but it's like a bit of both. But
Yeah,
I definitely like notice a difference when I like finish the song and I can listen back to it and share it with people.
that's great. I was about to ask you if like production is your venting.
Yeah, I definitely say so. Like, if I pull up, fuck, I want to like leak this other
A lot of leaks.
project that I have.
The Neighborhood Radio has a really poor plumbing system here, so there's a lot of leaks, and we love them. We don't fix them.
Okay, let's see if I'll find one song. Oh, jeez. Sorry, I'm just like.
No worries, no
combing
worries.
through the thing.
Are you into Playboy Cardi at all?
Oh, I did listen to the last two songs that he like dropped
Yeah.
on YouTube
What do
Shorts or whatever.
What do you think?
It's sick, man. You can't like.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was like biggest Cardi fan when like Fetty dropped, and then I just didn't really care as much. But dude seems funny as fuck. I don't know how I feel about No, his new stuff's cool. Like I get like the space that we're in with music.
Yeah. So what I think for me, so Cardi's my third most listened to artist of all time. And I think what I like about Cardi and that puts him above all his contemporaries for me is every single album he always completely reinvents his sound. And every single album he's ever dropped has always been people saying it's shit on release, and then a year later it's a classic.
Like Cardi is fucking based, man. Like,
yeah, and I just think when you look at like all the great artists like Radiohead, like Kanye West, the Beatles, like what they all have in common is that they all reinvent themselves every album, and their albums were always controversial on release and then hailed as classics.
I'll say
just love to hate, man.
See, my thing with Cardi is I feel like he what he does is expose like what the next direction can be, but I feel like everyone else who like takes that and once it becomes a little bit normalized and stuff, they do it better. With this latest song, like I feel like a lot of his lines are a little corny. I think a little bit of the flow is a little bit, you can tell, is a little bit mumbly, which I get doing that, but it's the kind of thing where it's like, oh, I can't wait to hear how this inspires everything else, because I usually like when like Cardi like does something that influences the game in a way that only gives them a new way to like deliver, like the Cardi knees and stuff, like that was a joke, but people have like kind of learned to like appreciate that
absolutely
approach.
And what I love though is that he will influence everyone, right? And then you'll hear like lots of Cardi clones come out and stuff. But then by the time he releases his new record, it instantly like outdates all of those Cardi clones because they don't sound like him anymore.
I don't know if outdates is it would be necessarily the right word,
And
but I definitely get what you're saying.
like you know what
they're no
Yeah,
longer
like-
a clone. It doesn't apply.
Yeah, because he's and he literally every single release he does that. Like like all the whole lot of Red music that's come like influenced music that's come out since then. It's like no longer like Cardi doesn't sound like that anymore. And I think that's a great way. Like a lot of artists tend to fall into a trap. Like I think Uzi is a little bit here at the moment, where he sounds like a parody of his earlier work now.
I mean, see, it's when Uzi like does something that's in musically like pretty good, and like feels forward thinking. Like now, it feels really good, and he's still like in the same way he did in 2017. He just brings a melodic, very interesting cadence. But the majority of it is just the same stuff, or it's the most basic metal song you've ever heard.
Yeah, I kind of get that. I mean, he's only gonna try it though.
I see. My thing is above everything. I didn't want to knock it. Like that System of a Down cover was disrespectful.
That was shocking.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
The thing
man.
is, the thing is like I think there is merit to attempting that like approach to it, like the auto-tune vocals and stuff. I think there is merit to it, but he cut out like the best part of the song. The mix, like I think it was a reproduction of the instrumental, and it was sound mastered like ass. And the one thing though I can't be mad at is that without question that's going to influence people. Like there's so many fans, like trap fans of his, that didn't listen to any kind of metal or anything like that now are. So like,
But,
I think Uzi isn't definitely fell behind in that regard of terms of being forward thinking and influential. But I feel like there's still something there. There's definitely the thing about it though is like I've definitely like, outgrown that music. I don't listen to Uzi. I don't listen to Cardi. It doesn't help that they're kind of shitty. So
no,
Cardi,
Cardi,
who not shall be named, being involved with all the Cardi stuff, it also makes it hard.
I'm being completely unironic when I put Cardi in the same conversation as artists like Radiohead. Like I will say that with full sincerity.
I think there's merit to it, but at the same time, I feel like it's just like nah. I think he as influential as he is and forward think he is musically, I think artistically there's a lot to be desired.
Yeah, fair enough.
Respect that. I mean, I don't listen to Cardi or Uzi or anything. I just don't care as much anymore. But Fetty, still one of the most quoted songs.
Do you listen to any Australian hip hop?
I don't know how this happened. Suddenly 1-4. Are they Australian?
Yeah, they are.
They're
from
from
Sydney.
Like, I used to listen to like a bit of Husky and Chillin' It when I was younger. But nah, not really. I mean, does Sydney Phillips count?
Mm-hmm. Sorry?
Does Sydney Phillips count? Like the sort of like on the nose sort of.
Not really familiar with that artist.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, they do like.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's cosplay. Either way, it's bass, but it's like Ash sort of music.
I feel like it probably is it like Gwen Stefani kind of thing.
No, it's
no. If are you talking about like the type of oh fuck me, like that like real like rap music that drops into like a house like type drop.
Not even like it's just
like...
kind of like Ash. Oh, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just it's fun though. It's really cool.
Like the Australian fucking dance rap fucking.
Yeah, kind of, but like not like.
What's their name? Sydney Phillips.
Yeah, SID Sydney.
Okay.
They got a song called Effie, and fucking I think it's the latest. It's like Crucify Me in My Tommy or some shit. Yeah. Just my Tommy and Lacoste. Just funny. Yeah, I don't really listen to like Aussie rap or anything. At least not anymore. I don't know. I'm just listening to like just ambient at the moment and just chill shit. Like I'm playing guys. I'm playing Baldur's Gate. I don't have time to be listening to hype hop. I'm an Oathbreaker
Yeah.
paladin.
You're not the world's biggest Kid Leroy.
I'm trying to romance in Baldur's Gate. I do not need words sung by other people.
Okay, I want to ask. So when you play video games, you don't have like anything else like on the side or nothing like that?
Oh
No.
nah, bro. I'm definitely like a TikTok fucking. I need Subway Surfers.
So no. I don't mean like necessarily having like a TV show playing in the background because I know people do that. But like one thing like I've like in the last few years I've noticed I can't play video games with the video game audio.
No, you can't unless
What?
it's like CS or something. And I get it. It's like
Unless it's
well,
like
first of all-
integral to the gameplay, I have to for a
What?
multiplayer purpose or whatever. I'm probably not listening to the audio.
Yeah, like Rainbow Six and CS got me locked in, bro.
Is this the next level of Gen Z brain rot that I've yet to unlock?
No,
That you can't even play video games.
No, it's not that I need. It's like sometimes it'll just be in silence. Like I just don't like. There's something about like the repetitive sound effects. There's something about the inconsistency with the leveling of music. Just because you're in an intense scene than a not intense scene. If I'm getting frustrated and then the music is fucking with my brain in a way that annoys me. There's just it's almost like too much simulation or something like that.
If I'm fighting like a boss or something, they have a fucking dope as fuck theme. Like that's what gets me through the fight. Like,
but if I'm playing that shit for like 35 minutes, eventually it's gonna get to the I'm gonna remember one specific part in the violin that's gonna repeat. I'm gonna be like da shut the fuck up, and then I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna mute the game.
Yeah. No.
I mean, like, have you had Lethal Company open on the main menu for 5 minutes just waiting for your friends to join?
Yeah, dude, like that's the kind of
song.
stuff. Or you see,
that's like the same.
Go on.
I was just gonna say it's like the same energy as like when you're a kid and you fall asleep with the DVD menu on, and it's like just looping the same song for like 2 hours.
Oh, I fall asleep to Vsauce like almost every night. It's either like take Ambien or just listen to Vsauce talk about ayahuasca for 40 minutes. Like that shit lulls me to sleep. It's just so good.
I forgot. I have not watched Vsauce in so fucking long.
Oh,
Vsauce is a go. He doesn't upload nearly enough. His shorts are good though.
Yeah. Our chair is real. Fucking, let's find out.
Can you sleep to music?
Nah. Oh, I don't even think I really tried. I don't know. I've listened to like healing frequency shit. But I didn't wake up any more healed than before.
Yeah. And actually, yeah, that reminds me. I don't think I've asked this. Apologies if you already said this, but what is like in your mind the main differentiation between healings and miniskirt?
With miniskirt, I don't know. Like miniskirt is like tainted to me now. I feel like I got to a point where I'm thinking about like, are people gonna like this? Like, how's this gonna go? Like, I'm thinking about the numbers a bit too much. Like, I don't really care that much, but it's still sort of past the threshold. So I feel like it's a bit disingenuous now when I plan releases and think of albums and stuff on miniskirt. With healings, the whole point was like, I will tell no one about this, and I will just release stuff and just like, I make something in an hour, like, and then I just drop it. Like, I'll do the mix master, I'll do the prod, I'll do the fucking lyrics, whatever, and just drop it and just see what happens. Yeah. And for a while, that's kind of what was happening. Like, the first couple songs, like Just Dance, for example, I just woke up one day and it was at like 4K, then 5K, then 10, then 20,000 streams. I'm like, well, this didn't take long, and I didn't have to like do anything, like any of the admin outside. And like it's also like better than what I usually make on like miniskirt. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll just treat healings as like this sort of just random thing or just drop shit.
So then obviously like Bite Back was a healings credit. So like what in that case, like what caused that sort of distinction?
I don't know. I'm just like, well, Healings needs something on his like Discog and fuck it, give it to me. I needed to cloud up a little bit.
That reminds me exactly of what a Black Bear did with their instrumental project. They just literally they just needed an outlet to where they could just put their instrumentals somewhere.
No, yeah, we interviewed someone on here recently that made up an alias for their instrumental music,
because
so that people can. Yeah.
it's fun. I mean, there's no stress about
Uh,
releasing
It makes a
stuff.
lot of
I know like
sense.
a lot of
yeah.
yeah, it's definitely the method, and you can also like
hmm
try like a lot of different genres and stuff. Like if you want to quickly leak
So
the other,
I think, yeah. What was that? Sorry.
you go on. I'll find the song, but I'll leak like my other
Yeah.
project,
Uh,
like one of the
I was just
songs.
gonna say, that's why I think I release things under my real name. Because when it's my real name, like it's just Zeke. Like Zeke Lanham can be anything.
Yeah,
You know,
I was listening
like
to
I feel
Limbo
like
before this call,
oh,
which is
thank
cool.
you.
I'm like, this prod
Yeah.
fucking goes hard, and then I realized like
Yeah.
you produced it.
Yeah,
It's so
thanks.
sick.
Yeah. No, it's definitely one of my favorite productions, I think. The Dark Souls
So
boss
wild.
theme type beat.
Oh yeah.
um, but yeah. No, it's like really interesting. Like definitely I found in my groove a lot more recently, like sort of dance music. Like my project I released is like DMB sort of garagey stuff. But I still like to do like drill and like all that kind of stuff on the side as well. Um,
Yeah, it's just
but
fun.
yeah, I
I
just
think
don't
everyone
really
should
like.
do it.
Yeah, I don't really like to like I don't really want to let myself define my sound. So
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I kind of feel guilty doing it, but like, I
See,
just don't want music to be something like I kind of feel like I just
so
have
what
to
what
do, or like
why did you have what was the catalyst for the miniskirt identity to begin with?
um. I actually went through. I had two other aliases before. I was making like very
Okay.
very shitty kind of music, and then I wanted to change it up again because at the start I was just gonna do like hyperpop stuff, sort of 100
mm,
gex shit, and I'm like, well, that's not gonna last.
Yeah.
That's definitely on its way out. So I'll just
yeah,
I don't know, just be a bit more like enigmatic with my identity and
hmm
just see where it takes me. I don't know. I don't really think about it too much. I don't really think too far into the future to
Mm.
do shit. But
yeah,
it was
definitely.
fun. I don't really care about parting with like musical identities and stuff. Like I'm always gonna be making
Mm.
music, so I don't know. Healing just brings a lot more comfort to me, and I don't have to.
Yeah.
Even just like playing shows and stuff. Like I do have some shows coming, like sort of early next year. But even just
Are you
like,
playing? What dates are you playing in January?
oh
If you
fuck, I
can
actually gotta
remember.
double check. I'll see if I can. When was it? Maybe it was Feb. Let's take a look. Feb 8th, apparently.
Feb 8th. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. But
Nice.
yeah, even like playing shows and stuff. This isn't like some sort
Mm.
of slight at anyone that's that I'm performing with or performing for, but I just don't get as excited anymore. I don't know if like it's just
hmm
music or just how life sort of feels in general. Like post COVID, I think it's had detrimental effects to society in general. But
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know.
especially
It's
like
just
live music and stuff.
but music is an ebb and flow. I think like
hmm
you know before this, I wasn't even making music for like 2 months, and I felt so awful. So I'm kind of locked in regardless. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Just miniskirt sort of just came to fruition just because, and now I'm just like doing the next thing that makes music more fun for me. So there's not much else to it.
hmm
Are breaks rare for you?
No, not really. Like I don't know. If this is just me, but I'll do this thing, um, where like I'll make like a crazy song in just like one session, like Make You Mine, for example. Was like just the goofiest song with like 4 layers of just init presets, and I made that in one session. And then I'm like, okay, this is like the best thing I've made so far. This is it. And then I'll just have
Yeah.
like a 2 month or a month period or whatever. I'm
No,
just like,
no, bro, I literally relate to that so hard. Like
yeah,
that is
it's the
that
actually the
is
worst feeling.
yeah.
It's like imposter syndrome, um,
No, yeah, you're
mixed with
like,
a
yep,
bunch
I've
of other
peaked.
shit. Yeah, and then it's
I've
like,
peaked. That's it. Yeah.
and what compounds the fucking distress associated with that is like you'll open Ableton or whatever your door is, and
Mm.
then like you'll spend 10 minutes or an hour or 2 hours, whatever, trying to make something, and then I just hit
Mm.
close, do not save, and then repeat that for like a month or two. I'm like, I
Yep.
actually fucking
Mm.
suck. Like I don't know what
Yeah.
came over me in the period before to make like
Mm.
a banger, but now it's like it's like I'm
Mm.
just shit. Like
No, yeah, absolutely.
See,
I relate to that so hard. This song I'm working on at the moment, like I think is a level up in my production, and I can't bring myself to start anything new because
Yeah, that's the
I'm like,
thing, and it just repeats. I don't know,
Yeah.
like it's fucking. One must imagine he is enjoying himself in Ableton. Like, I don't know what.
See,
Yeah.
my thing is like, for me is I've with breaks like that, like it kind of it kind of makes sense though, because like inspiration is what catalyst for all art, and you gotta live life to get inspired, and you never know what's gonna make things click and in your synapses and whatnot.
Yeah. I just bought like Analog Lab.
Oh, the interior, is it interior or something?
Yeah. Yeah. And the first song that I made with it is so fucking fire, and now I can't bring myself to use it again.
Yeah.
because because I'm like I just don't know if I'll be able to like recreate like what I've like I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, you did it
I
once,
think
you can do it
100.
again.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think you've also identified like a slight fix. If you can't be fucked doing sound design for 2 hours because it's a drag sometimes. I think just getting like a new plugin or some,
Well,
just anything
that's
sort
the
of
thing.
resets it
Yeah.
a bit.
I feel like because I've been using Serum for like 2 years, and I feel like the reason I bought it was because I just feel like I'd hit a wall with Serum. I was just sick of it,
Yeah.
and so I just bought this new plugin, and there's like 600 million sounds in it. So I'm like, yeah, cool. Like this will keep me entertained for a few months, hopefully.
Yeah, I think it's tough. Like, I don't know what. Like, I don't know if I've really asked anyone this, but like, I just want to ask someone that doesn't make music or isn't privy to the whole process, like beyond just sort of people open a thingy and then press thingies and things happen. Like, what they like if they can sort of not empathize, but sort of like imagine what that pain is like, because I feel like it's a very unique thing. Not just to music, but like any sort of creative endeavor. I'm sure it sort of translates differently. But like, I could also ask like my girlfriend who's so talented. Like, she's just so fucking cracked at what she does. She makes like the water bear hats and stuff. Have you seen them? Anyway, like
No.
what that sort of feeling of like, oh, I've peaked. I can't do anything else. Like, it's done. Like, this is my magnum opus.
I
Like,
think
what that
Yeah.
feels like.
a
how you
comparative
combat
thing
it.
like for art would I'd imagine would be like someone who exclusively does portraits and now they're tackling environments. That a completely change in direction, even though they've gained a lot of fundamentals, so they feel confident enough to pivot. They'll still feel new. It's still it's different. Maybe it's different angles. Like for me, when I think about how I might relate that to writing, like using a different plugin for me is trying to figure out new vocabulary. Sometimes I feel like I fall into the same ropes, like the rhymes and stuff. I think I'm just cycling through the same like 50 words or whatever, and taking a long step back and then coming back, I'll realize I have a whole bunch of new words that have come into my daily vocab, and it kind of feels like I'm writing in a completely new light and not rehashing over old stuff.
Yeah, it is a scary feeling though. Like before you get.
Oh, 100%. Because
Yeah.
I'm a believer that you can always make progress 100% of the time, even if you aren't directly doing whatever you is doing. Because like I said, I think life being inspiration is enough for that. But that time before, so do you try to? Do you find yourself like being like, okay, you know what? I haven't been able to do anything. I'm gonna sit down and try something, or do you only wait until it's something speaks to you?
It is both, but most of the time it's like, oh, you know what? I'm here now. It's fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't have work tomorrow. Let's just try something. But most of the time it's like, okay, I tried something. I'll make something cool. Like, there's definitely been times where I could have just sort of kept going with the process and made something probably better than anything else I've ever made. But I'll just press X and click do not save, and then that's it. So it's like this fucking finite sort of like I've like birthed something and just thrown it away.
So I need to ask
surreal.
about that because
Don't do what I do.
yeah,
for sure.
to me, like, that's crazy to be like anyone who says that they delete stuff, because it's like your worst things has nuggets of gold in there.
I wouldn't say I delete it, but definitely I'm like fairly callous with it. Like, don't really care about it. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, one of my songs that I'm working on at the moment, that it's like I'm literally probably about to release, is a project that I made probably a year and a half ago. I opened it up, laid down some chords, and I was like, nah, this is kind of shit. And then I reopened it recently, had a new burst of inspiration, finished it, and and I'm like so glad that I didn't delete that,
100%.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I'm
because when
definitely
I
doing
like
the
yeah,
wrong thing for sure. Like,
like I
no one
literally
should
hated
copy
it when
copy.
I made yeah, I literally hated it when I made it back in the day, but then after revisiting it with like a year and a half of difference of music taste and things like that, um, new plugins and stuff, I was able to finish it. So definitely like to keep stuff around. Don't really, but I definitely understand like feeling callous about it, feeling just like like who cares about this,
And it's also like, this is no way like gassing myself up, but I've just got like very supportive people that like seem to like everything that I do,
Yeah,
and I just don't like
that's
everything that I do. It's just
definitely.
not. Yeah.
I think that's definitely a key is having people around you that support you. I think my worst periods in music have been in the periods where I feel like no one's really fucking with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And that's made it really hard to find my groove. Yeah.
That's why I've got like all these. Oh, not all these. I mean, one main project, one just sort of fucking SoundCloud drop thingy where it just like doesn't matter. Like you just make something and you drop it and you go to bed. You forget about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, that's helped a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, music is not
Any-
always fun.
Yeah.
Or certainly not glamorous.
Yeah. I think
Good
it's a
ending.
good spot to end it. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on today.
It was really nice to meet you.
Really
Yeah,
appreciate it.
likewise.
Yeah.
I had so much fun. I
you've
really
definitely
appreciate the time as well.
yeah, no, you've definitely like inspired me a lot. Hearing your music and on my own music, so it's really good to sort of get that insight into your creative process. And so no, thank you a lot for coming on. This has been another Neighbourhood Radio interview. Catch you guys in the next one.
Thanks for tuning
Thank
in.
you, everyone.
Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.
Have a good night. Neighborhood Radio.